be honest, Kryptonians, this is the more fun list, right? Yeah, I got my top 10 favorite films of 2017 out of the way, and yeah, it's nice, and it's great, and all those films are awesome, and yada, 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 but this is the one you really wanted to see, isn't it? This is the one you wanted me to see talk shit about my 10 most hated piles of shit that I saw all year, because you guys love seeing me in pain for some reason. Keep in mind, I didn't see every shitty movie that came out in 2017. There were some weekends where I stayed back and I was just like, no, I just don't need it. I don't need to. So some people are going to ask, hey, where's Wish Upon? Why isn't Wish Upon on this list? And be like, well, because I wished upon a better movie and I didn't see it. I mean, that's, come on, common sense, people. Like my top 10 best, I will have some dishonorable mentions that I will list at the very end of the video, so stay tuned all the way to the end if you want to see those. Without further ado, welcome to the Legion of Doom. Let's get started with number 10. And at number 10, the Giganta of 2017 for me was Unforgettable. Kind of weird for a movie to be called Unforgettable and then be one of the most forgettable movies of the entire year. I almost forgot about this movie when I was coming up with this list. When I reviewed this movie initially, I did call it a guilty pleasure, and definitely you can have fun at how hilariously awful it is, but if you're gonna call something hilariously awful, then you need to pay extra attention to the second part of that statement, because the awful part is the reason why it makes this list. See, Katherine Heigl doing her little I'm crazy bitch thing is just, it's worn out its welcome. No one likes you, Katherine Heigl. Fatal Attraction, cliched garbage, predictable as hell, stupid as hell, and just, I don't want anything else to do with this movie ever again. I didn't plan it this way, but somehow the Captain Cold of 2017 also has to do with a cold movie, and that is Snowman. Snowman is one of the absolute most boring movies that I saw the entire year. Oh my god, so much wasted potential in this thing. How does a movie with Rebecca Ferguson and Michael Fassbender ending up being a complete snooze fest? Jesus. This film had some of the absolute worst editing that I've seen in any movie all year long. Nothing makes sense. Everything in this movie is random. The main character's name is Harry Hole. Harry Hole. I mean, do I really need to say anything else? Number 8, we have 47 Meters Down, which, again, makes perfect sense, because the number 8 villain in my Legion of Doom is Black Manta. I really want Black Manta to take his heat beams, or his heat vision, or whatever the fuck he shoots out of his face. I want him to fire it at this movie, and I want it to push this movie to the bottom of the ocean until it gets crushed by the pressure of the ocean, because that's how I felt about this movie, and about the characters in this movie. Characters making stupid-ass decisions for over an hour is not entertaining for me. At a certain point, you're just screaming at the screen for these idiots to make the right call. And to be honest, the first hour or so of this movie was really just a guilty pleasure type of thing. But then the final 30 minutes happened, and it just fist fucked this movie to hell, or at least a special spot at the bottom of the ocean with Black Manta. So, yeah, that's where 47 Meters Down is. My Brainiac for 2017 is Chips, or as I like to call it, shit. I just like to call it shit. I don't like to call it chips. It's shit. It's kind of the opposite of Brainiac in the sense that this is probably the dumbest comedy that I saw all year long. It's a stupid-ass comedy filled with really terrible jokes, characters who have really shitty chemistry, and again, I'm a guy saying this, and I don't say this often, but this movie is like completely and absurdly disrespectful to women to almost an unbelievable degree. No comedy this year simultaneously made me want to fall asleep and pissed me off. So, the Chips, or shit as I like to call it, congratulations, shit. You made the shit list. Number 6, we have The Bye-Bye Man. The Bye-Bye Man is another one of those January movies that you see it and you know it's going to be garbage before you even walk in the theater, but you hang on there because you're like, hey, maybe it could be one of those underrated gems in January, and it proves you completely and 100% right, because Bye-Bye Man was... This movie does feature some of the most hilarious attempts at acting that I've seen for quite some time in a Hollywood movie. I mean, the acting in this movie was just... Ooh, oh, still, Jesus. It takes a somewhat interesting premise. It does nothing with it. Really just an hour and a half of people doing dumb shit, people having terrible acting scenes and dialogue. Weird scene with the CGI dog on the wall. That's what the hell was that? Bye-bye, man. Bye-bye. I look forward to never seeing you and never talking about you ever again moving into the new year. Number 5, the movie I affectionately will forever call Geo Shit. If you look for this movie on my channel, it does not say Geostorm as the creators originally intended for this movie to be called. It says Geo Shit. And that's because this movie was just a big pile of Geo shit. Like, geographically, the movie is shit. Chronologically, the movie is shit. Alphabetically, the movie is shit. Creatively, the movie is shit. Technically, the movie is shit. Pretty much every which way you could say it, the movie is just, it's shit, so why not call it Geo Shit? A bunch of cliched, overly familiar bullshit with a bunch of destruction porn that doesn't even really feel thrilling or earned. Gerard Butler just mails it in for 2 hours, and I'm just, why are we here, Geo Shit? Why are we here? Really can't put into words how much Resident Evil, the final chapter, the final fuck you, or ruh, or re, as the posters seem to want to call it. Can't really put into words how much this movie frustrated and pissed me off, how much it gave me a headache, how much it almost made me cross-eyed for 2.5 hours. Instead, I'm going to demonstrate how headache-inducing this movie is with a simple action. That's done, and now we can move on. I said before this year that I was done with Michael Bay movies, but then I somehow got dragged to go see The Last Night. It has me hoping and praying with all of my might to a God who may or may not be out there. Please let this be the last Michael Bay Transformer movie. Please. Just please do it for me. If nothing else, just do it for me. I am begging you. I'd get on all hands and knees right now and beg the Lord Jesus to not give me another one of these Michael Bay Transformer movies. It's the same Bayformer bullshit that I have seen 3.5 other times before. It's no different. It's just a little bit dumber, a little bit worse. Mark Wahlberg is even mailing it into this movie. Even he looks like he doesn't want to be here. The only reason why this movie did not get higher on the list is because I have been cinematically raped by Michael Bay, again, 3.5 other times, and at this point, it's like tossing a hot dog onto a highway. Yeah, my movie booty is just wide open like an empty hallway. So at this point, I just lay back and take it, and I just accept the fact that this has happened before. I've been violated by these movies before, and it'll be okay because my asshole is big enough to take it. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. These top 2 are not really in order. I mean, they are in order in the sense that there's 1 and then there's 2, but I really just flipped a coin because I hated these movies so much, almost equally, that I just flipped a coin and I was just like, okay, well, whatever you land on, you're going to be the number 2 and the other one's going to be number 1. So the Scarecrow of 2017 ended up being the Emoji Movie. Talk about a needless, pointless cash grab of epic proportions. I hated almost everything about this movie. It's not just that it was boring or that it was unfunny or that it went for the easiest, most obvious, safest jokes in the book. It's the fact that everything about it, from its needless product placement to the fact that the story doesn't even make all that much sense when you actually apply it to the actual world. The people who made this movie don't seem to know who they want it made for. Are they making it for the kids? Are they making it for the tweeners? Are they making it for the adults? I mean, I can't tell, tonally speaking, who this movie is for. The Emoji Movie, here is my emoji to you. Couldn't find an actual shit emoji, so here just a picture of a pile of shit will do. Here it is, my Luthor for 2017, my number 1 most hated movie that ended up being because I flipped a coin, is 50 Shades Darker. 50 Shades of Darker shit. Oh my god. I hated everything about this movie. There are only so many scenes of people laying on top of each other doing boring ass missionary while some pop techno music is playing in the background. There's only so many scenes of that I could take in an entire movie. I swear to you, that's basically what the movie is. It's 2 hours of just that. These are 2 of the shittiest characters that you will see in any movie this year. Really nothing to the movie other than these 2 people who shouldn't be together are together, and they're dating, and they're fucking, and that's basically the movie. And if you get entertainment out of that, God bless you. For me, guys, that is my Legion of Doom for 2017. Those are my top 10 least favorite movies. Let me know what your shit list is down in the comment section below. Like and subscribe to the Superfan Show, and as always, if you like what you see, tell me how you feel, and stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. Peace!